The little beauty I met last time in Macau. Zhu Tingting asked me to go to Macau to relax. I brought 5 million gambling money with me. Set foot on the land of Macau again. Out of customs. See that familiar figure. Eye to eye. Smile. Like a pair of lovers. Actually on WeChat. I have already regarded her as my confidant. I believe she is too. Although they did not expose each other during the communication. But people who have love in their hearts can easily sense it. Got off the car. Her hand naturally held my arm. Intimate act. It is difficult for outsiders to tell that this is just a man and woman meeting for the second time. Push open the huge glass revolving door. A familiar smell hits your nose. Smell the faint fragrance. There is an inexplicable excitement and impulse in my body. Such a feeling. Every time you enter the lobby, it will happen involuntarily. Sometimes I even wonder if some kind of stimulant has been added to the fragrance in the hall. If not for the company of a beautiful woman. I really want to rush through that security door in one step. Then kill everyone. Check in at the front desk. We went upstairs together to the 37th floor. This is a very large suite. Its level of luxury makes me sincerely amazed every time I stay. There is no need to open the other room at all. Because we have long been inseparable. Return the small satchel and suitcase. Zhu Tingting threw herself on the soft big bed excitedly. The hem of the dress is lifted up. Half of thing is exposed. The snow white and round buttocks stimulate every adrenal gland in my body. I don't know how long I slept for. Wake up. Already very hungry. It's already past 7 p.m. since I checked in at 3 p.m. I woke up Zhu Tingting and took a shower together. Then go down to the first floor to find a restaurant for dinner. This is the restaurant where we first met. She at that time. Like a frightened little animal. Pitifully begging me to help you get out of trouble. What a blessing. Now they have become intimate lovers. Still sitting at the same table as last time. Zhu Tingting smiled slyly. Explain. Folks, please don't argue with me this time. I'll treat you to this meal. Finished. Giggling non-stop. I also laughed. Okay. My fellow man, watch how I kill you. After this meal. We plan to play in the lobby for a while before going back to the room. So I found the familiar exchange shop. She spent 30,000 Hong Kong dollars. I spent 200,000. I just arrived today and ran some errands. The body is somewhat tired. Let's relax with Tingting first. Official entry tomorrow. So she started my battle to regain Macau. It was already past 9 o'clock when I got up in the morning. I played with Tingting in the lobby for several hours last night. Her initial investment of 30,000 won 18,000. I won 120,000 yuan from my initial investment of 200,000 yuan. It's a good start. Considering the gambling game the next day. I don't plan to play too late. Although she is very interested. But I was still dragged off the gaming table before midnight. Back to room. She still pouted. Not very happy. But you can't stand my teasing. In an instant, he happily accompanied me to make trouble. Looking at lying next to me. She fell asleep with a satisfied look on her face. I fell into deep thought. This is her second time in Macau. She wins money every time. Belongs to the rising period when gambling is strong. At this time, if you do not know how to exercise self-restraint or obtain timely and effective external constraints, then it is very likely that it will sink deeper and deeper. The more you bet, the bigger you become. Even his status as a civil servant will be lost because of this. I know the allure of Macau casinos very well. Don't talk about an inexperienced woman in the system. Even for a seasoned guy like me. No, I'm just as stuck in it and can't extricate myself. By then. There is a beautiful and elegant female gambler. I often appear in major casinos in Macau. At first, he used his family background and connections to balance the strength of the casino. Later, I will rely on my own body to earn money. Subsistence use. Take a look at the areas that are frequented by major casinos every day. You know, I'm not just being alarmist. Those good-looking district girls. Are you born to be such a mean person? Among them may be former princesses or capable career elites and strong businesswomen. I kissed her cheek. I swear secretly in my heart. We must try our best to prevent her from coming to Macau again. Even if it's a tryst with me. Nor can as long as there is love in each other's hearts. It doesn't matter where you go on a date. Completed simple grooming. Then went to have breakfast. Then we go back to the room together. Because I will start work in the hall soon. So I sat her on the sofa. Will win 120,000 Hong Kong dollars last night. Put it in her satchel. Then gave her two choices. 1. Stay in your room and watch TV or go back to sleep. You are not allowed to gamble alone. Anyway, she didn't sleep well last night. When I get up in the morning, I lift up all the time. 2. Go out for a walk or shop or visit attractions. There are many fun places in Macau. Especially those who are new to Macau. Don't go and see. What a pity. She asked if there was a third option. I said yes. She asked what it was. I said with a smile. Set off immediately back to your Suzhou. She slapped me coquettishly. Okay. You just don't want me to follow you. Yes. I just don't want her to follow that scene. Will scare her. It will stimulate her even more. It may also become a great temptation for her to return to Macau in the future. Silly Tingting. How did you know I did this? I am deliberately protecting you. Settling down Tingting. I went to the money exchange shop on the first floor and bought 4 million Hong Kong dollars. This is how I arranged it. The total bet for this trip is 4.82 million. Not a lot. Not too few. It would not be very casual to gamble like this if you get 100 points. If you encounter Tianlu, you will be restricted by the code amount. Ultimately affects performance. Moreover, grinding 100 lands not only loses the above-mentioned advantages. It might even be like a chicken plucking its feathers. They were pulled out one by one to death. In the end, there was no decent counterattack. Isn't it too cowardly? I just want to be satisfied to the maximum extent. The maximum code volume creates an overwhelming thunderous momentum for the opponent. Plenty of chips piled on the table. It is a deterrent and psychological comfort in itself. So if I am lucky enough to encounter Heavenly Road, if I can kill with enough pain, it will only take a while for me to call it a day and return to court victoriously. There is an independent small hall on the left side of the midfield hall on the first floor. Although it is said to be a small hall, it is actually not that small. It has a 12-foot-long gambling table and an independent central kitchen and bathroom. Surrounding it is a long dining and leisure area. Walking all the way in, at the end of a long passage is an oversized VIP private room. One time I went to the bathroom and stumbled upon this place, and I thought it would be really enjoyable if I could play that feeling again. It is said that my small hall, together with the VIP room, is the same as the midfield hall. It is a direct operated chip for new accounts. It does not accept code laundering and only uses membership card points. I called my public relations manager and told him that I wanted to use this VIP room. The public relations manager asked his boss for instructions and then told me that the VIP room was open. This is a very large room. There is only one gambling table in the hundreds of square meters. The rest are all functional areas, including a dining area for eating and drinking tea, a leisure area for massage and relaxation, a surfing pool, and a sauna room. There is also a separate accounting room and bathroom. Everything you think of and everything you can't imagine is available here. This is the ultimate in luxury. There were 6 or 7 staff who entered the room with me at the same time. Except for one dealer and 2 surveillance officers, the others were all service staff from various functional areas. I bought 4 million horses at the counting house, which was an oval-shaped red card with a face value of 100,000. The waiter put it on a tray and delivered it to me on the gaming table. This is a gambling table with a base bet of 100,000 and a maximum of 3 million. The dealer and supervisor have made all preparations before the game starts and are just waiting for me to cut the cards. I took the card knife, swung it left and right twice, inserted the card knife fiercely into the card box, raised the knife and dropped it. The winner of this game was basically determined. Unless the cards were missed or gave up midway, the result would not be too great. Big discrepancy. The dealer counted the points according to the card I cut, otherwise the rules discarded 9 cards, and then started flying cards. After completing this series of actions, while the dealer was flying cards, I carefully organized my thoughts. The reason why I chose this private room today was not only because of curiosity, but also because I lost too badly in the VIP room upstairs last time. Rushing up to the 2nd floor, I felt a little comfortable. This is the first time I entered this private room today, and I have no grudges against him. I hope that I will be able to give myself a chance to make a big profit just like when I entered Macau for the first time, so that I can avenge my past humiliation and defeat my arrogant opponent.